Hello, this is Rory with the Love Chat, and today's topic is I lost myself in my ex. Now, this is video number 106. If you have a question you'd like for me to consider featuring on the channel, please write it in a comment below. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe and hit like. Also, if you'd like to do a Skype or email coaching, be sure to visit my website, thelovechat.net/coaching. Now then, I lost myself in my ex. It's a really easy thing to do when we're excited about somebody in our life, and we want to share the parts of ourselves that make them feel good. And at first, we fall into this pattern, right? We're dating for a couple of months, and puppy love is strong, the oxytocin is flowing freely, and no matter what this other person seems to do, and no matter what you seem to do, everything's just going great. And there's no problems, there's no fighting, there's no arguments or disagreements or squabbles, and it just seems great. Now, as time goes on, this relationship obviously will exit the puppy love phase, your brain will get used to the level of oxytocin, and things kind of go back to normal. Within this, we enter the long-term phase of the relationship. Short-term is usually about 5 months or less. That's what we consider a short-term relationship. But as you enter the long-term and you spend more and more time with someone, you begin to adapt parts of yourself to fit who they are, and vice versa. We call this a long-term relationship. And the problem is that because it's a long-term relationship, we develop this idea that we don't need to try anymore, right? The person's there. They've committed. They're good. We've locked them down. Well, the reality is, and for most of you here, you are keenly aware that even if a relationship is long-term, or a marriage, or with kids, or sharing a financial burden, that does not mean they will not leave or cannot leave. So this is more of a cautionary message. We get lost in our ex-partners. As time goes on, as the relationship progresses, and as more and more steps are taken, we forget to continue to put effort into the relationship, to remember to continue to date and court our partner, take them out for a date once in a while, go somewhere, fun, different, new, whatever. But the point is that as relationships go on and we turn to giving our partner the leftover bits of us after a long day of work or different things along those lines, we fall into that routine, which I warned everybody about several videos ago. But another thing that we tend to do is that we lose our individuality in our partner. We forget to say no sometimes to things that we really don't want to do because we don't want to go against the grain. We think that going against the grain and being our own person is no longer acceptable just because the relationship is long-term. Remember, you being yourself, pursuing the things that you like to do for you, is what won this person over in the first place. And so why on God's green earth would we ever let go of that? The fact that I'm into music and I like playing a couple of different instruments, and that I sometimes do voiceover, and that I like playing video games is what attracts my partner to me. The fact that I have a love and a passion for behavioral analysis and helping people who are heartbroken just like I was is a passion. That's what I like to think my partner is drawn to when she thinks of me. And I'm sure that when you're at your prime, focusing on your life and doing things that you love, things that you care about for you, not for another person, it draws them to you because it shows a zest for life. It shows that you're excited about life, and people want that. I want a partner in my life who I see is excited about living her life. But if I'm dating somebody who's just kind of going with it, who completely has lost herself or any sense of individuality in the relationship, then I'm really turned off by that, and I'm sure a lot of you are too. And perhaps you can understand that if indeed that's something that's happened in your situation, you can think of what it's like to have a partner who just always goes with whatever you want. Right? Yes, dear, whatever you want. I have no input. I'll go to whatever restaurant you want to. I will wear whatever you want me to wear. Just losing yourself in that person and forgetting that you're your own person. And trying to be a people pleaser and always going with what they want and never maintaining any sense of individuality will only serve to turn them off. And so how do you maintain your individuality in a relationship? Because it can be hard, especially when we're talking about years with the same person. Well, first and foremost, you never lose who you are by continuing to do the things that you love. So, I've said it in videos before, and I'm going to say it again for those of you who have not followed this advice. Write down a list of things, 10, maybe 15 things that you love to do in your life that have nothing to do with another person. And so, like I said, for me, it's music. I love to play music. I love playing instruments. I love learning new instruments. I love reading music. I love writing music. And it's also video games. It's rock climbing. It's archery. All that sort of stuff that makes me who I am. So it's a defining exercise. Who are you? What do you like to do? Can you include a partner in that sometimes? Absolutely. But not every time. Because this is for you. This is so that you, the listener, never forgets who you are. Never forgets what your favorite foods are, what type of music you like to listen to. Who are you? Because sometimes in my coachings, when I sense that this has happened, I said, tell me some stuff you like to do. And the person I'm coaching will always tell me, well, I like to do this, but I've been doing it lately and I just don't find enjoyment in it. Okay, cool. Is that something you and your partner did a lot? Yeah. Okay, well, imagine your partner doesn't exist for a moment. What do you like to do? And they'll think, gee, you know what? I've been in this relationship for so long, I don't remember who I am. That's what I'm talking about. You never want to turn into that. And so the message for today is clear. Go out there, write that list of 10, 15, 20, whatever, however many items long it is, and remind yourself of who you are. And do new things. Challenge yourself. Do something that scares you. Because stepping out of your comfort zone is the best way to recapture yourself. Reminding yourself that you are more than the sum of your parts. You are somebody who's exciting, who's fun, who has a zest for life, who has charisma. That's somebody who's attractive. And people seek what they lack. And so if they lack excitement and fun and charisma and a zest for life, somebody who looks at life and really can't wait to grab it by the horns, they'll seek somebody who's just like that because they miss it in their own life. We surround ourselves with who we want to be after we're done surrounding ourselves with who we want validation from. So, just some food for thought. That's all I had for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Please leave a comment below and tell me what topics you want me to cover in the future. Also, if you would like extra videos every week, private live streams with yours truly, and free copies of my book when it's released, just visit my Patreon, www.patreon.com/thelovechat. Until next time.